Yeah, played pretty sporty that last one. Ran out a lot. Was pretty awesome. Feeling good. It was the one last night that I was pretty happy about playing Runningen. I played real well. Yeah. So.
Melissa, we're going to start this match right now.
Yeah.
It's Oscar Dominguez and Attila Bezdan. You know, if you want to give us a shout out to anybody?
I do. I just want to say because my boyfriend couldn't come to the tournament, he's homesick, but I wanted to tell him I love him and go Hawks.
Aww.
That's all I want to say.
Chris.
Yeah, Brooke says hi.
Melissa Herndon. And are you still in?
I am, yeah. I gotta
right.
play. I think I'm 13th or 16th right now.
That's awesome.
I know.
That's awesome.
No girl had made it into the money in one of these events until this tournament,
today,
and now
which
two.
was like you and Hiroko.
Yeah, two of us made it, so that's pretty awesome. Thanks.
Good luck. Take it down.
Thanks.
All right.
Who's going to win this match, by the way? Did they start already?
Well, Attila's the defending champion, so...
Did they start?
Yes, they did. This is it. Game one.
All right.
What? Do you want to sweat?
I will. I'll sweat it with you for a little bit.
Okay, good. Yeah, Attila won the last stop. You know that over in Arizona?
I did. I heard he played real well.
This is Oscar Dominguez and Attila Bezdan.
Attila was telling me a little something outside, though, while we were talking, and he said he's played Oscar 6 times in these tournaments and hasn't won once. So I think he's looking for a little revenge. He's going to have a hard time, though.
Can I switch?
Sorry. It's all good.
Yeah, well, you know,
Oscar's a tough cookie.
Attila's kind of like, he was the dark horse of this tour because Vilmos, everybody was expecting Vilmos to clear the field. But then, you know, his friend Attila's with him and does just almost as well, you know, if not just as well.
Yeah, Attila plays real well.
Oh, yeah.
Like the way he plays. He struggled a little bit this morning in his match with Hiroko, but he says he always has a hard time with the morning matches, that he's got to wake up. I think he might have hooked himself here a little. I can't really tell. You can't make those kind of mistakes against Oscar, I'll tell you. I know, I played Oscar yesterday. I won the flip, broke around the first rack, and then didn't see a ball again until it was like 8-1.
Tough action, isn't it? Boy, I tell you. Reminds me of the last time I played Beau Runningen, you know, at hard times. It was like race to 7, and I lost 7-0, and I was playing really well that day. For the hot seat.
Oh, my goodness. I love watching Oscar play because I learned so much from him, what he does, like with the safeties and stuff. He's so knowledgeable. It's awesome.
Well, his decisions, too, you know, his pattern play and his decisions, when to play a safety. He's, you know.
He's just real solid.
Force to be reckoned with in the pool world. Former Moscone player.
That one didn't work out exactly how he wanted to, but he got fortunate that he left him a forced combo here.
So 13th through 16th, you must be jazzed.
I really am. I really am. I mean, I've played, this is I think my fourth or fifth event, and I've lost my money around every time.
I remember when you played in Fresno, you lost to Oscar, and you came just one within the money.
That's what I'm saying. I lose my money. I lose my money match every single time. And
now you're in it. So you're in it to win it.
But when I lost that against Oscar, I mean, I literally missed a 7-ball to basically win the match. I let the nerves get a little bit the best of me. And last night I overcame it and played real solid.
Ball in hand.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. He must have miscued.
Yeah, I didn't see it either. We were talking about you, Melissa.
I know. I was busy looking at you, Daniel.
He should be okay. Just make this ball, and he's home free now. It's easy roadmap.
Is this table playing tough? I haven't been over here or watched any matches yet.
I don't think so, but I know that some of the tables in here are playing kind of slow compared to what some of the pros are used to, at least.
Sure.
But I haven't heard any real complaints about this table, or you know.
Yeah, he came a little short there, but nothing to worry about.
No.
It's Oscar.
No.
His cue ball's so good. He can move it in a number of ways here.
He'd go inside, probably. No, he's going 3 rails around.
And that should just about be perfect.
It's going to be quickly 1-1 in a race to 9. Attila is a semi-pro, and he gets spotted 1 game in a race to 9. So what's coming up from you, Melissa? Besides MZWST Tour, are you playing anything else? Are you going to be playing any women's events? I know that you didn't go to New York.
No, I didn't. I don't travel much to play pool anymore, Daniel.
Yeah.
It's tough. The women's, I mean, I wish them all the best of luck, and I hope they start getting more events. But right now, I know they only have 1 event on the schedule for 2016. Soaring Eagle in
Women's.
Yeah, the Soaring Eagle in February.
I tell you what, if you're cashing with these men here, then what the hell difference does it make, right?
You know what,
you're
I
still
miss
getting to play. I mean, look at Karen Core playing the Turning Stone.
Absolutely. No, I miss my sisters in arms, though. I've made a lot of good friends over the years, and I do miss that. But it's tough for me. I've always worked and played at the same time, and it's tough for me to commit the time necessary to stay in a good stroke, in a competitive stroke with the women when they're only having 1 or 2 tournaments a year.
Yeah, I know that.
But luckily, this tour is helping you to do that. So when they have only 1 or 2 tournaments a year, you'll be in stroke. That's the MZWST tour, people.
I got to tell you, I love this tournament. I've always liked playing with the men. And Oscar and Desiree are doing such a wonderful, absolutely fantastic job with this. I'm having a great time every time I play. And
well, yeah, we get to hang out, and we get to hang out with people from all over California and play some good competitive pool, and it does keep you in stroke, which is lovely, because you know you've got a tournament coming up next month or next week. We've had 3 in a row right here, which is kind of nice. We got the tour stop will be on, the final tour stop will be on next weekend in Modesto,
right.
And then the top shooter will be at Hard Times March 7th and 8th.
That's going to be an excellent event. Talk about it.
Oh, I'm super excited for that event. And also, that's where they're going to, I believe, that they're going to do the draw for the, to win all of next season's entry fees. So you have until then to buy your tickets for the raffle for the next season's entry fees.
Yeah, let's talk about that. What a great program they're doing there. There's actually selling raffle tickets to the players. I think it's like a $15 1 for 10 or 3 for 25, and you get a chance to win an entire season. Yeah, an entire season of entry fees, and they're planning on having 16 events, I think, next season. So it's over $1,000.
We're all getting in and being hopeful. But also, if you have a pool player in your family that would enjoy it, you can gift it or sell it to somebody else if you're the lucky recipient. So, you know, Melissa and I will be keeping that stuff for ourselves, but if other people are out there.
I can't believe, so Attila's making, he's made a couple of uncharacteristic errors. He tried to float that ball in and ended up hanging it, but got lucky that he hooked Oscar here.
Daniel and I were talking about it earlier. This table, with its 4-inch pockets, makes people make some mistakes.
Okay, I asked Daniel if this table was playing a little tough.
Oh, he
hit it. He hit it, and it didn't fall.
Wow.
Wow.
I did not think that was possible.
Yeah, I asked him if this table was playing a little bit tough. He said no, but I did notice that it is a little bit tighter than the rest of the tables.
Pockets. It's playing tough. But, several of the guys have struggled with it. Bill most struggled against Efren. Efren struggled just a bit with it. And then both Johnny and Ruben had moments. Johnny, has a big stroke. And
did Johnny beat Ruben, by the way?
Ruben kind of beat himself. It was going to be Ruben was making the 8, coming down for the 9 to make it hill, and unfortunately he scratched.
He followed it in, or?
No, he came all around the table and went 2 rails into the corner next to the 9.
Oh.
And so Johnny ended up winning 9-7 with the game added on.
Johnny goes to 8. Yeah. Okay.
So that's Vilmos made a nice out after. Gosh, I don't know how that 5-ball stayed up on Oscar.
I don't.
It was a hell of a hit.
I don't either. Well, he tried to roll it real slow, so he didn't follow it in. I kicked a ball in like that yesterday, but I hit it a little bit too hard and followed it right in.
Because the angles come in square into the ball.
You want to sit?
No.
The musical chairs of commentary right now.
What?
Musical chairs of commentary right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Just play past the microphone. So we got a 1-1, and
Attila, he and Vilmos basically dominated the last tournament in Phoenix. Came in first place. Vilmos came in second place.
Didn't they have Oscar battle Attila?
Oscar did lose to Attila, yeah, in the bullshooters event.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Attila was telling me outside that he's played Oscar 6 times and he's never beaten him.
Perhaps Daniel has the wrong count.
Oh, no. Attila won the hot seat last event.
Oh, with Scott Frost.
He beat Vilmos.
Scott Frost was it?
Scott Frost lost to Attila.
Yeah, and then Scott lost to Vilmos, and Vilmos came back to play Attila. It was Scott that I was thinking of.
Vilmos beat Oscar at bullshooters. Thanks for...
Well, I mean, I wasn't there. I don't know.
For checking me on that.
You just hear things. It could be that Attila was, talking smack out there, being like, "Oh, I've never beaten him," when he has. You know how pool players do, right? You know.
We were talking about that earlier. One of the guys says, "I'm tired. I'm this." I'm like, it just sounded like pool player jargon to me.
They say, "Oh, I just won a couple hundred." Meanwhile, they won 1,000, or they'd be like, "Oh, I lost 2,000, but they lost like $50, right?"
The rail lost to that. Oh.
Bad miss.
He was trying to slide it in and he didn't take any slide on that shot. That's what this table, those tight pockets do to you. You get a little brain numb.
Well, I've asked them not to put me on this table, so I'm good.
I'm telling you right now, when you get in the finals, girl, you're going to be on this table.
If I get in the finals, I don't care.
Sexy beast mode right here. Melissa Herndon, sexy beast mode.
Oh, I pay her. I carry her with me wherever I go. It's my own private cheering section.
I want to remind people too that Melissa's done a lot of work for the females players over the years, and she personally headed up the SoCal Ladies 9-ball tour for 3 years.
Yeah, 3 years.
And I remember Andy Chen used to stream your events, and I streamed a couple of your events. And
way back when you were a newborn. It was a newborn back then.
Yeah.
It was a POV newborn.
POV.
I appreciated that. I needed all the help I could get for those things, and we had a really good time.
Yeah.
It just became a lot of work, and I hold down a full-time job, and it became tough.
And unfortunately, for whatever reason, women, there's 40, 50 of us that play, but on any given weekend, we can only get 16 to 20 to show up anywhere. So it made it a little tough on Melissa when we were getting like 14, 15 players.
I always said if I held a tournament with a $30 entry fee and 1,000 added, I'd get like 80, 90 guys, but I can't get 20 women. I don't understand it.
We got stuff to do.
It is. It's 2-1 Oscar.
So Attila, he spotted one game in the beginning of this set. So he's technically yet to win a game in this match. Oscar Dominguez, by the way, is the co-founder of the MZWST Tour. Sponsored by MZWST and West State Billiards. Marty Carey's Jump Cue Virtual Pool 4. And also with the help and support of Fast and Loose Designs, Go Play Pool, we've been able to get the word out. And also POVPOOL, we've been able to get the word out. And in addition, AZ Billiards, new NYC Grind, they've all had a hand in getting the word out, as have you guys out there, the viewers. So it's been a spectacular first season so far. I'm kind of brokenhearted though. We're not going to go to California Billiard Club. The new, you know, when it reopens.
Right.
You know.
That's the one that canceled, right? So we're going to Modesto instead?
Yeah, we're going to Modesto
Which is awesome that another room stepped in, just like OnCue did here.
Absolutely.
I think it's wonderful that they step in at the last minute with like hardly any notice.
And Chris Swart, just so that you guys know, Chris Swart is feverishly working.
Whoa. Man. Oh, wow.
Oh, he's doing this again. I hate when he does this. I've told Attila, do not concede like that. Like
that's just sheer frustration right there.
Yeah,
you know,
he just gets mad at himself and he doesn't want to play the game.
He knows that he's making these mistakes, and it's really in the alternating break format, especially against a player as tough as Oscar. When you get yourself into a little bit of a hole, it's really tough to make a comeback. And
he did that too.
He's frustrated.
He did that to Oscar last time he played here. He raked almost every rack he played. I told him not to do that. I told him, you know what, you got to make him play it out.
And let's talk about these rooms that are stepping in last minute. And I know they're working really hard to get California Billiard Club back up. And I know we're going to have a stop there next season. And I'm totally looking forward to it.
He's going to be open within another 60 to 90 days. He'll be open. I was there visiting him.
But I think that it speaks a lot to the character of Oscar and Desiree and how hard they've been working, that these rooms are willing to just go ahead and step in last minute, put the money in that they need to.
Yeah. Yeah,
I think that's awesome.
Well, you know, MZWST has really gone to bat for a lot of these venues. Every venue has been able to get a cue to raffle and make some of their money back.
Yeah.
For,
and what a nice cue!
All these players. Yeah,
they're beautiful.
Limited
and the cases.
Edition.
There. See, so now it looks like he's working out a little bit of that frustration on the table right there.
Exactly.
That was an awesome break and run.
It's gonna make it 3-2. I'm telling you though, he's got to make his opponent play it through. I'm sorry.
Sometimes, I get it, I do. But, you know, he made the mistake, and he doesn't want to watch his punishment, is what it is.
Yeah.
He'd just rather go ahead and move on to the next game.
Were you watching the football game or something?
No, oh, sorry, I was watching Sal's match.
Oh, that's right. He beat Ruben earlier.
He's getting a little frustrated over there as well.
For those of you wondering, Ruben Batista has been eliminated from this tournament. He was beat by Sal Butera and by Johnny Kang.
Heard that was a good match.
Just a minute ago.
Yeah, I heard that was a good match, and he kind of lost, had like a little bit of a brutal roll there at the end to, instead of going hill, he scratched. And
yeah, Ruben could have got to the hill, and he did scratch and left Johnny a 9-ball. Meanwhile, Attila is staging a comeback right now. He's got a pretty wide open table. I don't see any problems here. Very nice work to get shape on the 4. Nice angle, just draw back, and
he's looking a lot less tentative now, which is nice.
Yeah. Perfect. No problems here. And if he doesn't run out from here, that's his own fault.
So that's what happened. He got a little frustrated. Seems to have lit a fire under his tush tush.
His tush tush?
His tush tush.
The dynamic duo from Hungary, Vilmos and Attila. That'll be 3 apiece.
So what do we got now? 3-3?
3 apiece and a race to 9.
So we got a race to 6.
Yeah, basically. Race to 6 now. Yeah. No, I already put the game spot.
Oh, you put the game spot in.
So it was already, we started this match at 1-0.
So
Okay.
if you look at the table, it's going to show it a little bit different.
It's going to show 3-2.
Yeah, just follow the one on the
No, except Attila just moved his to 3. On the table, it's showing 3-3.
Right. So he was probably putting his one game on as well.
I don't think so. I think he's actually won 3 games. It was 1-1, and then he made those mistakes, and Oscar got up 3-1, and then Attila's won the last 2.
Hold on a second. I just made a mistake. Oh, no, I didn't make a mistake. Wait. 3-2? Oh, yeah.
Oscar has 3, doesn't he?
So then it's 3-3.
It's 3-3,
It
but
is 3-3.
Attila only has to go to 8.
No, I think he's counted his one game spot.
He's actually physically won 3 games.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
All right, well, the majority of people in Streamland would rather hear about the table than argue about the...
Yeah, maybe the chat room can help us. Safety played by Oscar. Cue ball looks good.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Okay, so the word is on the street that Attila has made 3 9s. So that would actually make the score 4 games to 3 in a race to 9.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Melissa.
Melissa's not often wrong when it comes to game count.
I'm not often wrong when it comes to math. I am Asian. Half Asian. Oh.
Nice shot by Oscar. Very nice shot. Short side.
Short side, but still. That's why they make 6 pockets.
Yep. That's true.
I like both of these guys. I don't really know Attila that well, but Oscar, you know, I've known him since he was just a kid. Love him to death. Root for him whenever he's playing, really. Unless he's playing me. I don't root for him then. Not gonna lie. This should be this. Make this ball. And I'll be honest, I've been struggling on this tour until this tournament. I've been struggling a little bit. And Oscar has really had some kind words and words of wisdom. You know, he roots for me, too. That's really a nice thing, you know. He supports me, encourages me. Mm-hmm. Makes me want to keep coming back and playing. Yeah, that's true. Brook's like, that's his job. He's trying to get players. Never mind. Come on, baby. Get down there.
Next player.
Nice shape. That's great shape on the
Isn't
start.
it?
Waiting on to call the table. So. As long as it's not Melissa, I'm good. I wouldn't have to fight with her.
So, why don't we get an action match together with you? Why don't you woof at a few people for us?
I'm here.
I'll set something up. We'll get something going.
I don't woof, Daniel. It's not my thing.
It's all right. We'll get your boyfriend to woof.
Brooks got to get in this. Brooke will woof for me.
Melissa doesn't woof. What she does is she'll say, I'll play you if you ask. She doesn't woof. She doesn't bite at people. Not at all. If you come up and ask, it works.
Yeah.
That's saw you. You had the out.
Unless somebody gets a little bit out of line with me, you know, asks me for some stupid spot or doesn't want to give me an appropriate spot, but I don't woof. It is what it is.
I'll play her. She's got 5 yards ahead of me and a 100-yard dash.
Ray's trying to get a foot race going.
It's ridiculous.
We'll get you in the box
he's
with
like
Pacquiao.
he's like half my size.
I think you're probably even with Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah. I'll tell you what the spot is there. If I can just survive one punch, I think I'm a winner.
He's got to play.
Oh, you're talking about playing pool?
Boxing gloves
No
on.
boxing. No boxing gloves. Just pool cue.
He plays pool.
I heard he plays real good though.
Yeah. No, he plays good.
No?
But you're,
Nobody wants to see me play
wait a
Manny
minute.
Pacquiao pool.
He plays good, but how do you
He
play?
plays like that.
Oh, I play good.
Yeah, there you go.
As long as there's no boxing gloves on, right?
I think the last thing Manny Pacquiao wants is a girl beating him at pool. So maybe
You
we
might be
should.
under pressure. You might beat her that.
So I think what Daniel was asking is there somebody that you would like to play that we can get the word out and see if we
all
can
right.
make a match happen?
Right here, you don't have to call nobody's names out too far.
Well, there is a player here that is at the tournament that I'm not going to name names, but who
That old guy.
I'm not going to.
we need a name.
I'm not going to name names, but he is here at this tournament right here.
Daniel was just talking
And
about the 80-old man walking
no,
around
no,
with
no,
a cane.
no, no, no. He offered me the 6 out. I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
What?
I'm waiting.
Know who it is?
No.
Oh, she asked me
Let's not
to.
call anybody out. No, not Efren.
Not EJ?
No.
Efren knows better than to mess with Melissa.
No. Edgy wouldn't get out of line like that.
White guys.
Close. No.
I'm trying to think who it might be.
Vilmos?
Well,
Vilmos?
he hasn't moved from the spot.
Who, Vilmos?
Oh, no kidding.
Who, Batista? Oh, no. I don't know.
Who?
Come on, get him.
Oh, you got him.
I'm in with you.
You got him. You got him.
6 out. 6 out?
He's over his head on that match.
I'm bad. It's a good game. Tell me you marry him. For life.
I'm not marrying anybody. Well, I mean, in the pool room.
Ruben's spoken for. But anyway, meanwhile,
I'm spoken for.
Nothing's happening
well,
on the
there you go.
table. Nothing's moving on the field.
No, actually, I was going to say, meanwhile,
Maybe
Oscar
we're being too loud,
won the
sorry.
last game to make it 4-4. It's about to be 5-4, Oscar.
I thought there was a shot clock rule they enforced.
Only after 2 hours.
So he put an extension on that? Is that what he did? He put an extension on that so that he can, because he's elevated a little bit.
When you guys head to...
Boom. Look at that stroke. Man, he plays good.
He brings so many new things to the game, Oscar, that he picks up from, whether or not it's equipment, because he travels all around the world, Like I've seen him with the diamond wood jump cues, and I don't know where he got those.
My dad has one of those. I have to tell you, that thing hits like I know there's probably a jump cue called the sledgehammer, but it literally hits like a sledgehammer. It feels like all the weight. I mean, it's all top heavy, and it does all the work. I was jumping, and I almost jumped over the table.
And then, Oscar
not
has
good.
another. He's got another thing he's done with the bridge. He'll put the bridge
The double
across
bridge.
table,
Oh, yeah.
the double bridge.
Unfortunately, there's some players that think that that's not.
Shouldn't be legal.
Yeah, because
They can think that, but until there's an actual rule preventing it, he's good.
There's a common law rule, whatever you want to say, that a piece of equipment needs to be used in the way that it was.
Well, wait a minute. Why did they make the interlocking bridges then? Do you know that those bridges?
That's
I
not
think
what he
it's the
did.
Russ Bridge or something.
No, she's talking about when he lays it across the table and.
Oh yeah, and uses
yeah.
his hand as a rest.
But
One of the greatest inventions I ever saw, and you'll never hear of, was Earl Strickland.
the finger extensions.
The finger extensions. I saw him play with that.
He got
I saw him play with that at Derby,
quick.
and they immediately went to him. But I got to tell you, he played, and it was phenomenal. Anytime you're near a ball, you're using it, you're over the ball. I was like, wow, this is the greatest gift ever to pool.
Real quick, I want to give you a score update. Efren and Geronimo are playing right now. On the winner's side, it's 3 games apiece.
Wow, that was a comeback because Efren was up 2-1.
Man, that little edgy plays good.
Yeah, he does. But I 3-fouled him in American rotation the other day.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good for you, girl.
I got no out game, but I can 3-foul you, homie. I'm very excited about that.
About the bass, about the bass.
So, Oscar.
It's the Russo bridge. They were made for interlock.
Yeah. And that's fine. They were built for that. That's what they do. But I thought that glove, oh my gosh, it was so cool. And you could just, for one pocket, for 9-ball, for whatever. But because it hadn't been approved, they immediately told him, I think he played like 2 matches with it. And they told him, told Earl that he needed to not use it. He used to have like 3 or 4 different gloves that he would wear for different reasons. Pretty cool stuff.
I remember a long time ago when I first started playing and I'd go to Reno, there was a guy who literally had like a different cue for every shot. He was this older gentleman, always wore like a Panama hat. He had a case and it had like, 20, 30 cues. And he would take them out and get a different one for every shot. Oh my God, he was crazy.
Just to adjust the chat room for one moment, we aren't going to see the Edgy and Efren match. However, I spoke with Desiree, and she said that the winner of the Efren and Edgy match will be on the TV table. So we're going to get them back over here. We've got to let everybody get a chance over here. And these
Again?
2 players are
Oh my God.
Oh, he just conceded those. He just missed the fun.
He's so mad right now. I mean, just...
Because he's been playing at another level up. You know, after that win, he was super confident and coming in.
What's tough about that is the Oscar barely left him enough of that 4-ball to make it. There wasn't a whole lot that he could do to change the direction of where the cue ball was coming off. He just hit it a little bit, maybe a little bit too hard. That's tough.
We also have a winner's side match going on right next to us. Victor Castro and Dave.
I don't
Dave
know
G.
who that is. I know that he escaped that last match with Dan. Dan typically, he was telling me he typically plays with a red circle. And the measle ball, when he gets playing with it, he's good. But right now, it's messing with him a little bit, and it's throwing off his confidence a little bit.
He played well yesterday. I don't know how much of that match you watched, but there was something else at work besides just the cue ball. He really struggled. Just was uncharacteristically unconfident and
right.
Just making.
When your confidence goes down, what he's saying is he's typically a player that is he's real specific with his shape, right?
Oh yeah.
And so when that was great safety by Oscar. When I told him, I said, maybe try and play like a little less perfect shape, and he said, I can't. He goes, that's my game. He said, so when that's off, he goes, the confidence goes down and the ball pocketing goes to crap. So. Can I say crap on the stream? I apologize.
We already did. Attila's really, really struggling right now. I didn't think that it was a good safety by Oscar, but I thought he could clip that ball pretty easily.
Yeah.
And he's just, you can see his upset.
I think that he is just super, super frustrated with the way things are going. And, when you have a player that's beaten you consistently, it's tough to get that monkey off your back. It's in your head.
I'm going to throw you under the bus right now. So,
oh, damn you.
So Dan Lawless and Omar are playing right now.
Yeah.
And you're going to play the winner of that.
Oh, I know that.
So Melissa has a score to settle with Omar.
Omar's playing great this tournament, though. I've seen him. He's playing real good.
He lost his first match and played real well coming back through. And for those of you that don't know, that's Omar Vachani, one of my good friends from LA. He's now living out here in San Diego. And at the last OnCue event, Melissa had him 6-2.
6-3.
6-3. And Omar came back and won 7-3. So I know Melissa would like nothing more than to punish him for that. And she's playing pretty good herself right now. That's going to be a hard one. I might not be able to sweat that match.
Either way, though, I'm happy.
As long as you're playing good.
Feeling good, right?
Yeah. Somebody can beat me, but I don't want to beat myself.
And they're both good friends of mine, so I don't. I know they're not going to get on the line with me. I don't have any issues.
We're not going to have any problems.
What I mean?
Yeah, and that's a big issue for the ladies. Sometimes we get some
Sometimes.
some derogatory and backhanded comments made that men don't have to deal with.
How do you like earlier today I played a safety in my first match? Like the first shot I take is a safety. The guy on the next table says, "Oh, sweetheart, that shot was so good, you deserve a kiss." I said, I mean, would you ever turn around and say that to a dude? Like,
I might say that to you. 4-3 Efren in the Efren and Edgy match. Seriously, I would say that to Melissa, but I wouldn't
no,
say
but I
that
mean,
to her.
as a female pool player, that's
No.
the kind of thing you have to fade. It's very condescending
Yeah.
sometimes. It's very like.
And there's a lot of guys that are great and they try to understand, but just the kind of the uneven balance of when guys want to give us shit for being girls. Yeah, that too.
No,
We won't name names. So, Oscar's kicking at the oh wow! I thought he was trying to kick that, and instead he back cut that ball in and got perfect on this.
He got good on the 7, yeah.
From where he was, you said
Yeah.
5 ball. Wow.
Yeah. It's another thing about Oscar. He's not afraid to swing at a shot.
He's so smooth. I like watching Oscar because just like I don't try to be like anybody. I'm just like myself, thank you. But for some reason I don't get treated equally. You want to treat me like a girl instead of a pool player.
I started a whole debate.
Oh, and by the way, I'm sitting in the pool room about to get my nails done. We can go on this topic.
POV, keeping it 100.
Well, I don't know that Daniel even knows, but this is one of my big pet peeves, and it was a big reason that my dad decided to sell the pool room, was that when I was in the pool room, I had to be such a hard ass for anybody to take me legitimately, like to listen to my rules and to listen to the rules of the pool room, that he didn't like who I was becoming, and it was one of the main reasons he wanted to get rid of it.
Try NASCAR.
Thank you, Mixhawk. That was funny. Yeah, but he got the safety there, but Oscar should be able to hit this, I think. Just for one last comment, I just feel like most guys want us to tell you why we feel that we're pool players. Whereas if a guy comes into a room and says, I'm a pool player, you just accept him as a pool player. Like, you want my resume when you come talk to me about being a pool player. Well,
What?
And I don't think it's necessary to drudge that up. By the way, if any of y'all missed that was like one of the best jumps I've seen.
That was great.
Holy cow.
Oh my God.
Luckily, I get to talk and watch that.
With that diamond wood jump cue I was talking about.
Is that
I think that's what he was using.
I'm not, Brooke knows that I'm not a big pool sweater.
Oh, she really is terrible at watching pool.
I'm a horrible sweater. And
I remember when we were doing one pocket at Sticks.
Oh, boy.
That was
you couldn't have tortured me any worse, but
that
no.
was worth deleting.
But when Oscar does something like that, I just
Makes you
kind
want
of,
to. It's okay to watch, right?
I'm like, oh, all right, that was a little sexy right there, maybe.
I was talking to Melinda the other day, and I said, you and Melissa are the only girls I'd go on the road with. I said, but if I was going to watch an event, I'd have to take you, Melinda, because Melissa won't sit there with me.
I would go get my nails done. That was a good shot by Attila. I think Oscar might be able to see a piece of it. Maybe, maybe not. Wow, that's good commentary. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. It's really tough. I can't see the table. I'm only looking at the screen right now.
I know a couple of guys that wear makeup and paint their nails, Barney, so just keep that in mind. And a few of them play pool.
On that note.
Well, he kind of... no, I mean, until I can make
Oscar's
that.
footwork? Is he moving
But he
around?
doesn't spread out too much, is what he said. I don't think he's... Is he going to get rewarded here?
I don't think so.
Oh, he's just going to get down and fire at it. He's so mad.
He made a good hit, but you can see that frustration. He really was not rewarded.
These balls, I'm gonna slap him.
No, you're not.
Go out there.
There's this random cookie sitting here, Daniel, and I kind of want it.
It's our sniffer cookie. Do not eat that cookie.
I'm not going to
We'll
eat
get you a
that
fresh
cookie. I will not eat a cookie that's been just randomly sitting somewhere, but I'm just telling you, it looks kind of good.
Wow.
Guys, this is Daniel Busch, and I'm sitting here with Brooke Thomason and Melissa Herndon.
Somebody just asked, does a pool player who's a girl have long nails, we typically actually keep our nails pretty short. At least the better players that I know girl-wise, we keep them pretty short. Makes it really tough to bridge over a ball if you have long nails.
Yeah, I've never really thought about that.
There's so much you have to think about when you're a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boobs.
Yeah, I've seen...
Just randomly say that?
I've seen that become a problem.
No.
It is. No, you
I
have to play
wear
around
this-
them.
Well, I have to wear
Yeah.
the same broad so
Yeah.
that I'm consistent.
Mm-hmm.
This is off. I don't want to talk about the same one. So Oscar ran through Attila, and that's it. That was not pretty. But Attila's going to get another chance on the one-loss side.
He will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his opponent might get a little of his frustration.
I bet you
taken
his
out on
opponent
him.
will get a little bit of his frustration.
Guys, we're having a little problem with our graphics, so I'm going to have to reboot the stream, which is why you have not been able to see any of our sponsor logos this whole match. So I'm going to reboot the stream. Everyone, please stick around. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be back up and running in less than 3 minutes. I want to thank you guys for watching POV Pool today.